you feeling it? And when I say, are you feeling it? It is now 5:06 right here. I started feeling it around 1 hour ago, is what I started feeling. I was supposed I had my husband said, "Won't you go to the store and can you pick up some milk and some bananas?" So I said, "I guess I will pick up some salad and stuff." And on my way there, I started feeling it. I started feeling a heavy energy, and it wasn't a good heavy energy. It was like a low, oppressing like energy that's in the air. You may have felt it too. Like all of a sudden, you started feeling really down and stuff. It was like you know what I literally did? I rolled down the windows. I said, you know what? I don't need you hitchhiking in my car to this energy. I said, you need to leave my car right now in the name of Jesus because I'm not going to have your negative energy. Wherever this energy is coming from, it's very negative. I said, I wasn't going to have it lingering around on me. And that happened around an hour ago because I looked at the clock and it is now 5:07. If you started feeling the energy, you're not alone in it. There truly is a heaviness in the air, and there's probably a lot of people with a lot of heavy energy, a lot of people who are not very happy about what's going on in the world, and that literally brings down the frequency on this earth. It does. It doesn't make the you know how they say what's it, the Schumann resonance, like the energy of the earth or something? There's some kind of energy out there that literally is permeating. Hey there, friends of Samuel. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Are you feeling it? We usually do this a lot, and I stopped doing it for some strange reason. I don't even know why I did, but there's energy in the air, and it's a heavy energy, and you may not feel it. I mean, you may be feeling the energy in a different way. Maybe the frequency, you may see people getting upset, people just for no reason, or they're just really upset and you can feel it. Or maybe you felt like yourself feeling like, well, I was feeling in a good mood, but now I'm feeling a little bit down. And I don't know what's going on because I don't have any reason to feel down, but I feel this heaviness in the air. Good morning, good afternoon, you all, if you're in another part of the country. It'd be really interesting to see when people chimed in, whatever time it was in the country that they were in. Are you feeling it? We have a lot of change on this earth, and it's coming from the new administration, but it's also coming from the old guard because the old guard is going out the door. And we've talked about this a long time ago that there was going to be a changing of the guard, and the old guard is not happy. The old guard is going to fight tooth and nail to hold on. And you know that it is. It wants things to totally remain the same. It doesn't want no change at all. Hey there, Jesse and Ranger Red 2. Welcome. I would be on my desktop, but for some unknown reason, the desktop, because it's a different device, it doesn't send out notifications the way that the mobile app does. I think they want to phase out the desktops. Welcome. Hello there, Adiz Van Dam. Reminds me of Claude, is Jean Van Damme, the karate guy. Are y'all feeling it? It's an energy that's in the air. I don't even like to sit down for this energy that's in the air. I want to stand up because it's, if you pay much attention to it, it will have you going into a downward spiral like that. You cannot pay attention to the energy that's out there. Even though you may feel it, do not dwell on it. It kind of reminds me of the never-ending story. Was it the horse Otreo? I don't know what the boy's name was, but they had to go through this swampy area. It was a swamp of sorrows, and the horse got really sorrowful. And he kept telling the horse to don't give in to the sorrow because every time the horse started getting sadder, he sank and sank and sank and sank. And he kept trying, but he couldn't save his horse. He literally was it Atreyu? Yeah. Is the energy you speak of ether? It is at yes, it is in the ether. And it's just hovering in the ether. Just think of it hovering like a fog, energy that is hovering around like a fog. And if you know when you go down the road And the road has different, you know, you can go down a little dip and then go back up. You notice how the fog stays in a certain area. You may be in the dip and the fog isn't there, but you get up a little bit higher, there's the fog. It's, you could say the energy is like that in the ether in certain areas. More people are more able to feel it than others. It does hover in the air. Kind of reminds me of the Harry Potter stuff too. You know, those things that flew around like that? I don't even know what they were, but they were kind of creepy things. Yeah. Hello there, Miss Clementine. Ms. Clementine. Good afternoon, you all. There's energy out there. It's heavy. And there is a changing of the guard that is occurring. And we know that the old guard, which has been here as long as these career-long politicians have been in power, and some have been in power 50, 60, 70 years in power. That's way too long. It is. It's way too long to steer the course of a nation and the world itself. Yeah. So we're just going to have to rise above it. If you're feeling it, if it's like weighing down on you, don't pay any attention to it. Do not dwell on it, because the more you dwell on it, the further you can more or less sink in your vibration. Your vibration will start to go down like that, and you can't afford that. We cannot afford our vibration to get lowered in the world that we're living in right now. There's way too much going on, and I think the news is doing enough of that. We don't need to add to it by doing it ourselves. If you're just tuning in, welcome. There's something going on here in the air. Salutations, and it could